Good morning and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Every morning, 5:30 or around that time, that train Kansas City Southern eastbound comes through. Not going too fast. When they come through at 2 in the morning, they're flying. I know that's illegal. All right. We have two rums from the Caribbean. Neither one has a website listing. They're both 40% alcohol. I need to update some notes. Aristocrat Gold Rum. Product of the West Indies. Bottled by Grosscurth Distilling Company, Bardstown, Kentucky. That's all it says. This was $6.99 for the liter. True story. Look how light it is. I got to update my notes. I made a mistake. All right. Here is Bacardi's Major Lazer Limited Edition. Introduced in 2017. I don't know if it lasted much longer than that. I bought a bottle for $7.99, regular size bottle, 750 milliliters, $7.99 at Acquista Paces. This was bottled on 122nd day of 2017. Bottled in Jacksonville, Florida. Grosscurth Distilling, Bardstown, Kentucky. Wow. Not an actual company anymore. It's owned by Heaven Hill. The Grosscurth family, meaning a husband and a wife, both died within weeks of each other in 1999. Okay. But they did start a distilling company in 1933. And they had their major brand was Aristocrat. Aristocrat rum, vodka, gin, brandy, bourbon, blended whiskey, rum, liqueurs and all of that. It's just called Aristocrat Gold. I was thinking of Skull. Skull is called Rich Gold. Bacardi Major Lazer is aged 3 to 4 years, and I'll explain that in a moment. Aged 3 to 4 years. That doesn't mean that they sometimes age at 3 years, sometimes 3.5, or sometimes 4. I'll tell you what it means. It tells you on the bottle. First, we'll look at the and we're going to see if dawn arrives during this, because the days are getting longer now. That's why I didn't get the lamp on. The days are getting longer since the 21st, and so we should have dawn arriving, at least as long as we're in real time. When they go to the pretend time in March, the daylight savings time, then it'll be, you say, wow, it's 6:15, it's still dark. But yeah, it was really only 5:15. That's why it's still dark, because only 5:15. Aristocrat Gold Rum. There's some kind of weird double-headed bird. I don't know if that's supposed to be an eagle. If it is, it's not the best drawn eagle. It's got medals that it never won. Don't know where in the West Indies. Could be Puerto Rico for all I know. Okay. No age statement. Most rums don't have an age statement, if you notice. Major Lazer. Okay. They blend a 3-year rum and a 4-year rum, or it could be more than that, more than 2. So they blend 3-year rums and 4-year rums. But before they blend them, they filter both, each of the different ages through a secret blend of charcoal. Then they blend them and then filter it again through charcoal, a secret blend. It's a dark rum, not a gold rum. Good morning, Ron, says B Aviation. Checking in, Ron. Good to see you, Jeep and Foodie. Caleb. Maxwell, good morning, Ron. Good morning to you. All right. So let's see. B for Bacardi. That would be this glass. B for Bacardi. I don't think it's going to be that big of a challenge. I think the Bacardi is darker, richer, and has that like creme brulee taste. I have a hard time describing it, honestly. You say, well, what does it taste like? It tastes like some kind of dark sugar. Molasses. It's hard to say. Now, this one's going to be much lighter. The one from Grosscurth. Heaven Hill, really. Okay. So Heaven Hill is the owner now. I mean, Grosscurth, the husband and wife died. They had no children. they raised foster children and they donated a lot of money to the University of Louisville, but there was no one to inherit the company. So I guess when they were getting old, they sold off the little brewery that they had. They had a little distillery, you know, small. They sold it off, probably been demolished and turned into a strip mall now. And Heaven Hill bought out their product line. And Heaven Hill is a family-owned company by the Shapiro family. Saints aren't looking too good, eh? Yeah, well, half the team was out with this with the armor cold. I mean, they can't have that, you know, this spreading around the world because you're going to have people sneezing sometimes, blowing their nose, coughing a little bit. And I mean, I can understand why you have to shut down the entire economy, cancel football and basketball games, panic, and everybody go stand in line for hours to be told what they don't need to be told. Okay, so it's very, very, very bad. I'm very afraid. And that's why we have to embrace communism in America. We must all become good, loyal, obedient. No, you hate to use the word citizen. We're not really citizens anymore. Subjects of the empire. And I think if we look at it along those lines, we can all be satisfied to give up all of our freedom, you know, because freedom is overplayed. What's more important, to be a free person in America or to avoid catching the sniffles? And I think we know the answer to that. Do you think every morning and before work, do I drink every morning before work? Oh, no, I wouldn't drink before I go to work, typically. Okay, I have a cold right now. I'm 90% sure it's not that thing. But what if it is? What if it is? I drink coffee before I go to work, y'all. Okay. I can't look down at the rums because one is light and one is dark. Even though it's gold, it's light gold. It's like real light gold. You say, oh, that's a great description, like real light gold. And that's what it is, like straw. You get it, you dig. Okay. Clear lungs. Semi-clear nose. I always have sinus problems. Now you said, I can change in a moment. What's wrong with you? Aren't you afraid? Aren't you deathly afraid? I think I was thinking about this last night. We should change the national anthem of the United States. No, I was thinking about it yesterday morning, I believe. It should be the Lou Reed song from 1982 called Waves of Fear. Waves of Fear. And it's all about being so afraid. So very afraid. And I said that would be a good national anthem for the land of the subjects and the home of the cowardly. Yes. See, I try to think creatively. I'm not really that creative, but I try to think creatively. You understand when I'm facilitating. What smells sugary? You say, well, it should. Rum's made out of cane sugar. That's right. You got it. Does it smell uniquely sugary or remarkably sugary? No, just kind of like regular old sugary. This one's the same way, but even less remarkable, like even duller, like just a little faint wood and sugar. Must be the Grosscurth, must be the Aristocrat. So I think on aroma, could be wrong, don't think I am. But I think on aroma, this is the Bacardi Major Lazer, no longer produced, but you could find bottles like I did. And I think that's the Aristocrat. But now, what's the normal price of the Bacardi Major Lazer? It's not $7.99. It's about $15 versus $6.99 for a liter of Aristocrat. Now, I know that's probably an unusually low price, too, because everybody around America does not have Savannah Discount and Discount Depot and International Market, close to them. So it's probably more like $11 for $11.99 for a liter. But still, it's a price difference, and it's probably $8.99 for the $7.50. So am I smelling a $6 difference? Might be smelling a $1.50 difference, but it's all about taste because this is a taste challenge, is it not? There's the Major Lazer. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. I didn't need tags because of the color difference. Well, it's clearly the Major Lazer. It's richer, darker rum, and it has that creme brulee. I finally figured that out. I think it's like creme brulee and wood. Like you're eating creme brulee, something with creme brulee out of a wood vessel. I have a. Did you just say we should give up all our freedoms? I hope you were being sarcastic. Me? Sarcastic? He's showing a muscle man. U.S. 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 I used to like it when the United States was a mostly free country, but I'm funny like that. Remember when the United States was like kind of a free country and you could, in many ways, do what you wanted? Now, I don't know, this authoritarian dictatorship that we live under, I don't like it. Some of y'all do like it. I know some of my friends love it. They're really into control. I don't mean they're into controlling people. They're into being controlled. They like to be controlled, and they don't like to be bothered with all that Constitution stuff and that natural rights and all that. And the people in Australia, New Zealand, Austria, Germany, England, France, Canada, of course, all these liberal democracies, they've all thrown the liberty out the window. They're like, phooey on freedom. We don't need that. That's why we fought Germany in World War II, so we could live like this. Those people died on Christmas Day in 1944, so you could live like this today and be told what to do. And I think that's an important thing to look at. How much actual sugar is still in the rum? I don't know. Dark Lotus, I really don't know. Because isn't all the sugar turned into alcohol? It must not be the case. I guess it would just taste like pure alcohol, rubbing alcohol. It does taste sugary. So the science behind rum, you're on the wrong channel, believe me. The drinking behind rum, you're on the right channel. Now, I mean to say the tasting. I wouldn't drink at 5:30 in the morning. I have some kind of self-control. I'm tasting it. Australia is much worse where there are restrictions. You need a QR code vaccine proof to go to some stores in New South Wales, at least. Well, Australia was already much more dictatorial than the United States as it was, because you would get a fine if you didn't vote. You said, well, I don't feel like voting for these candidates, but you get fined. So they were already a more or less communist country before this scamdemic. I mean, they claim that they're free and all, we fought Japan so we could be free. Just think if those Japanese had taken us over. Why, we'd be eating much more ramen than we do now, and all this sushi. I'm so glad we didn't get taken over by them. That way we can be ruled by our own set of dictators. So great. Plus the flag wouldn't be as pretty, I guess. This is clean. It's light. It's less sweet. It's drier. It's much drier now. So if you want a dry rum that doesn't have all that retained sugar, and yeah, that's the word. Very crisp, if you want to call a liquor crisp. You know what I'm saying? Dry. In a way, very refined, very demure, very subtle. I think you might enjoy. They're the same alcohol level, so it ain't gonna matter. I think you might enjoy the Aristocrat Gold. You might feel like an aristocrat. Wouldn't a communist government control all the industry, though? Well, yes, eventually, and that's where we're heading now. You say, well, we're more of a fascist government because the big business corporations are in cahoots with the government. Okay, I'll concede that. You got me there, partner. You have got me there. But fascism and communism, they're both different types of socialism. So, I mean, what difference does it make? Would you Would you feel better being in a communist concentration camp or a fascist concentration camp? I'm one of the weirdos who wouldn't really want to be in either one, but you know, it's different formulas for controlling people, however you want to do it. We do it in a democratic way, you know, supposedly. Yeah, so, but I think they would, you're right. So it's like, ultimately, they probably would like to have one entity, whether it's a government or a business, probably an amalgamation of the two. Some great goal on controlling America, Australia, New Zealand. And it's funny how Russia, it's an ironic joke, is it not, that Russia is probably has more freedoms than these pretend countries that we live in. I know Canada controls the rail industry and the biggest media company. That's right. So they're much more socialist, you know. But they love it. Those Canadians, they love all of that. And they'll be the first to tell you about it, how everything's free over there. Although most of their money is taken by the government to pay for the free stuff. But why let logic get in the way, you know? They don't. And don't criticize them, boy. They get mighty angry when if you ever criticize Canada. They all tell you, boy, right now, oh boy, Canada's a much better country than the States. Let me tell you, boy, we got all kind of better things than you got down there. And maybe they do. Got much more colder weather, which I don't like. I like Canadians to an extent. I mean, I like everybody. I like all nations. Even Emaswati. Even Monaco. Okay, so final call. If you like sugary, rich, kind of dessert tasting products, you know, that kind of thing, this Major Lazer might be one for you. On the other hand, if you like dry, not sweet, much cleaner rums, then the Aristocrat will be one for you. Which one do I prefer? Now, better or worse? I can't really say one's better or worse, which means what? You know what it means. The Aristocrat Gold wins by default. It always wins by default if you can't really decide which is better and one costs $6 less. Well, common sense gonna tell you that the $6 one is the winner. So cheers to the great fear that controls the world. Cheers to all the fools who fall for it. I shouldn't call them fools, because if you listen to fools, the mob rules. I like the Major Lazer, no doubt about it. It's certainly an A product. Can't complain, can't complain, can't complain, can't complain, can't complain. I would maybe move to Canada, but that defeats the purpose of wanting to move somewhere warmer, right? There was talk years ago that Canada might annex the Turks and Caicos Islands from England. You know, the Turks and Caicos Islands down in the Atlantic Ocean, close to the Bahamas, is a British colony. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't use that term anymore. Oh no, it's not a colony. It's a overseas territory today. You say, what changed? Oh, the name. They didn't like the way colony sounded, so they changed it to overseas territory. Like in 1917, they thought British Empire didn't market so well. You know, they were in the middle of this war to save the world for democracy, so they're like, oh yes. They changed the name to the British Commonwealth. You say, well, what else changed legally? Oh, well, nothing changed legally. They just changed the name. It was a better way to frame it. That's the truth. It was no illegal. There was never a legal thing. They just say, well, let's call it the Commonwealth because it sounds more like the people have control over it instead of some shadowy group that meets in secret. Yeah, the Privy Council, where they. Oh well, never mind all that. All right. Cheers to the Great Resignation. I am an oddball. I'll admit that. So if y'all want to make fun of me, go ahead. Pick on me, abuse me, ridicule me, and disrespect me. I can handle it. I can hack it. I'm like Animal Mother. I can hack it. I can hack it. You know, we're through being cool. You know, there's many factions underground of these strange freedom lovers who don't want to live under this authoritarian government for whatever weirdo reason. They're probably all conspiracy theorists, you know. So okay, I'll admit it. All right, all right. I'm eccentric. I rather have freedom versus living under authoritarianism because of some overblown illness. Obviously overblown, but you know that's me. I'm a strange cat. They're claiming many countries are begging to join the Commonwealth. I doubt it. Yeah, they're just dying. Mozambique did. They were never a British territory. They were a Portuguese territory, but they joined. They shared the same values, you know, socialism. All right, agreed. Major Lazer wins again. It didn't win. No, it didn't win. How you say it won? It was no better than Aristocrat, no worse. It was no better. And it cost $6 more. So it lost. I'm sorry, B Aviation, it lost. Louisiana Couillon, 1990, agreed with me. So here we are at dawn, the little gang of eccentric, anti-imperialists, anti-war weirdos. But I read somewhere that you should walk on a narrow path because there's a wide gate that leads to destruction. But yeah, I know I read that. Oh, well, Major Lazer takes a tough loss, right? X. I'm talking about all these people leaving the workforce. It's months after all the government goodies have ended, but we still have a labor shortage. They're probably too busy eating jelly beans and Jolly Ranchers and drinking their juice, meaning, you know, Hawaiian punch. And eating Slim Jims and not remaining slim. Playing video games all day, watching who knows what on the internet, probably bad things, corrupting their mind, getting a tattoo, another tattoo, gotta have another tattoo. Because because don't you want to look like a wall that's got graffiti sprayed on it? Getting their hair dyed some crazy color, going to the store wearing pajamas. Charlton Heston was right in 1968. Damn you all to hell! All right, thanks for watching this video production, and that's it. So tomorrow, on another upbeat note, oh, you silly little man. Tomorrow, meaning Wednesday, but I might do it today. I probably am going to do it today because Wednesday is never too operative for it. We've got Major Lazer versus Skull Dry White. Honestly, he says, honestly, I regret my tat every damn day, laughing my anatomy off. Yeah, I believe it. You should do a politics video soon. I know I need to, but I keep getting sidetracked. Got so many videos to catch up on watching. If y'all saw my watch later list, you would probably laugh at me. But anyway, Skull Rich Gold. Is it really rich? Not really. It's more like dry gold, like this thing here. But I think it's gonna be the same outcome. The Skull's not gonna be any better for sure, because it's $6.99 a liter. I got it at Savannah discount. Oh, it was an international market, but it's not gonna be any worse. And so therefore, the $6 extra is not justified. Now, of course, you want to try it. Now, here's the wrinkle in time. You say, no, but I want to try that creme brulee. I want to try that rich sugar. I want to try that dark molasses, slightly burnt molasses flavor on a Major Lazer. I want to experience it. Well, yeah, naturally. So then, yeah, you pay for it, right? Are you still catching up on Heady Topper videos? I am, for sure. I bet you I got 100 left. I bet you I have 100 left. Skull and Bone Society. Oh, we can't talk about that, Caleb. In fact, since I even uttered that just now, we probably won't be seeing this channel anymore. So it's been nice, everybody.